Hello, welcome to the May 2013 edition of CGov's The Parish Line. We cover the events, programs, and policies of the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury. On this month's edition, we will look at the police jury's role in the junior golf program, visit an event for area school children to promote safety, and learn the latest on fair housing. First up on the Parish Line, the month of May is when we celebrate and honor our elderly citizens as part of Older Americans Month. J.P. Booth tells us how Southwest Louisiana participated.
Parish Lake Park hosted the first Older Americans Month event with a day at the park. Senior citizens were treated to live music, games, contests, and free food and drinks. Today,
we are celebrating Older Americans Month with the nation. The entire nation celebrates Older Americans in the month of May. The Older Americans Act came into effect in 1963, and since that day, older Americans have become a vital and recognized part of our communities.
We've partnered with the Calcasieu Council on Aging and the Senior Circle to put on this event for the seniors in our community. Each May, the Council on Aging would put on different things for the seniors and decided just to do one big one, and so we partnered with them today, and we're holding this out at Parish Lake Park, which is wonderful for the seniors out here today. We have seniors that have gotten out of their home. They're out here enjoying great music, they're dancing. We have different games, so it keeps them active, it keeps them going. Their minds are going because they're out here competing in different games. We have washer pitch, we have beanbag baseball, we have bolo golf that they're playing in. They also have a newlywed game going on that they're playing. So they're thinking, they're using their body. So that is wonderful just to have them out here. Some of them are walking. So it benefits them all the way around.
Several agencies came together to organize the event, including the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury.
We got involved because Jackie knows that we deal with senior citizens. So she contacted us and asked if we would like to join in and put this on for the seniors in our community. Because a lot of the seniors that they have in their program are also some of the same seniors that we have, like the seniors that or in our volunteer programs that are involved with the Council on Aging. They go and volunteer there and help them do their newsletters. So we intermingle with the seniors in both programs.
Calcasieu Parish is wonderful with providing the needs to meet our senior citizens. We have worked with the parish, the city, and our neighboring towns and cities, DeQuincy, Alway, Sulphur, the city of Westlake. They all have represented themselves here today for our seniors, and we all work together. This event, we partner with the Police Jury Department of Human Services and Women and Children Hospital Senior Circle. Becky Dent, my first time meeting her, has a wonderful program for senior citizens to partake in, and how great is it that we all partner together today to come together to have this event.
This event is wonderful because of the fact that we have the Council on Aging with all of the individuals that they touch throughout the parish. We have our programs with the police jury under the Human Services that we offer numerous services for seniors and programs for them. So they're out here today, and then we have the Senior Circle, which is a program that is for seniors to go out and listen to different speakers and those individuals out here. So it's individuals from throughout the parish that have come in from Sulphur, Alway, DeQuincy, Vinton to enjoy this wonderful day today.
I just want to thank the parish for allowing us to use this beautiful facility, and we look forward to hosting many more events for our seniors in Calcasieu Parish.
For the Parish Line, I'm J.P. Booth.
Senior centers throughout Calcasieu Parish are also hosting events locally. Contact the Calcasieu Council on Aging for more information on those. Area agencies are uniting in an effort to reduce childhood accidents. Margaret Higgins takes a look.
Accidents are the leading cause of death among children ages 1 through 14. In an effort to help reduce these accidents, agencies recently participated in a program to educate kindergarten and first grade students in a way that's safe and fun. Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps Coordinator Angela Jewett explains.
We host something we call Safety Town. It's a conglomeration of different agencies that come together and offer a little bit of safety for our school kids kindergarten age. We teach safety, bicycle safety, safe and healthy me, about germs. We have the firehouse where the kids can go in, and this is held once a year.
Jewett tells us about the Medical Reserve Corps' part in Safety Town.
The Medical Reserve Corps does a Safe and Healthy Me, and what we do have medical and non-medical volunteers, and we have like a little pre-clinic set up. We check blood pressures, height and weight, dental, and also vision and hearing. And it's really neat because the kids will come in and they'll go through all the checkups, and we send a paper home to the parents giving the results of what we found. And they'll get that at the end of the day when they go back to their school.
For the Parish Line, I'm Margaret Higgins.
You are watching The Parish Line, a production of CGov, the Calcasieu Parish Government Channel. The Calcasieu Parish Housing Counseling Agency and the City of Lake Charles Community Development Division hosted a fair housing event recently. CGov's Molly Morgan was there.
The first annual Fair Housing Informational Outreach was held to educate the residents about the fair housing laws. Calcasieu Parish Housing Counselor Deborah Tate explains.
Many people believe that the civil rights movement eliminated discrimination. Unfortunately, discrimination continues to exist as of today. The outward appearance of discrimination has changed. You know, before it used to be slamming the door, now it's pretty much unexpected. Seekers are seeing just a revolving door. Well, people actually just smile and nod and really denying them the opportunity to purchase a home. So we just out here wanting them to understand that you do have rights as far as purchasing a home, or just out there wanting to rent a home, because even if you make a phone call, a lot of times people have a tendency to just hear your voice and then they'll deny you the opportunity of becoming a renter for their particular property. So there are so many different disguises as far as discrimination that we just want people to be aware of. So that's why we are providing this informational outreach to them today.
This event will be offered on an annual basis with additional information available.
We are looking forward to have it as an annual event where we will offer workshops where people can come out and actually listen to speakers. We want to have legal service come out and provide information on their fair housing laws and all the changes that are coming about as far as under the fair housing.
For the Parish Line, I'm Molly Morgan.
Fair housing laws are designed to protect residents in need of housing against discrimination. The Calcasieu Parish Police Jury donated $47,000 to the Southwest Louisiana Junior Golf Association at their May 2nd meeting. Here's Jessica Williamson.
Good. Golf balls, clubs, gloves, and carts. It's all part of the expense of the sport. The police jury applied for a junior golf grant through the Tiger Woods Foundation and received funding to expose kids to golf in the parish.
It started back in 2004 when the police jury really applied for some golf funding through the Tiger Woods Foundation. It was Sandy Mason back then, Parish Administrator Mark McMurray and Brian Bean were involved into it. And they were actually one of 4 sites chosen out of 100 across the nation to receive these funds to kind of promote junior golf in the area. So that's really the history of that.
The police jury has operated the program since, but is now turning over the program, as well as the remaining funds, to the newly created Southwest Louisiana Junior Golf Association.
The funding's been there for several years, and again, we really want a more efficient way to disperse those funds. So there's around $47,000 that was now will be in contract with the Southwest Louisiana Junior Golf Association. And it's really startup funds. This is a one-time funding, so they can use this money to start up junior golf in schools and PE classes, which they've already met with the school system. Next year, they're going to continue on looking for other revenues. So we really think this is a jump start, a kickstart, to get them promoting junior golf in our area.
LaGrange High School coach Chris Archinard says that without this funding, the school would not have a golf team.
If it wasn't for this program, they would have had any money to get here, because golf is a very expensive sport. It costs a lot of money. Like the golf clubs, that you can average $3,000 just on golf clubs alone. Excluding the golf bag is probably from $200 to $300. golf shoes, golf balls, and then to practice. You have to go to a driving range, you have to pay for that. Then you have to pay for a golf course, you have to pay for that. It's a lot of things. These kids that at this particular school could not afford to even look at a golf club, much less play it. And because of this program, we were able to get this money to play golf.
The funding goes towards things like golf clubs and training. Owner of a local driving range and pro shop, Robbie Newton, donates time and effort by accepting donations of used equipment and modifying it to fit junior golfers.
Well, you got to have your clubs, you got to have a place to, you got to have balls to hit with, you got to have a place to practice with. So what I did was I got with Louis Bonnet with the American Press and had him run an ad in the paper for everyone to donate their old golf equipment. So what I've done over the past 3 or 4 years is every kid that comes to the clinic, they'll at least leave with a 7-iron or a putter that I've built for them, cut down to fit them. Kids that stay with the program and show that they're really interested in golf, I've outfitted them in golf sets through donations or either purchase them through my golf shop. So it just kind of depends on what the kid needs.
Oh, Ms. Newton has provided free golf lessons, free video lessons. Those kids can go to the driving range anytime they get ready. He has been with them, working hard with them just as much as I have. And he's also helped me with my game a little bit too. You know, I guess since he's played on the nationwide tour, he had to teach me how to play so I can teach the kids how to play too. This is a great relationship that myself and Robbie Newton had.
Golf is unlike many sports because of the equipment requirements, but it's also a sport that is self-regulated.
I love it. It teaches honesty, and it teaches you have to take a drop. You know, we saw that on TV. Tiger Woods didn't take his drop correctly, and they got him on that, and he had to say that I didn't do it, and he took whatever punishment it was. Golf teaches you about honesty and integrity. I got out. I played football at Grambling, and we never decided, oh, I was offsides. But in golf, it teaches you to be very honest. And this is what I love about the game. And it helps these kids develop close relationships with people that they have never met before.
Well, the big thing is that, you know, they're more confident, they're more outgoing. You know, they're not embarrassed to talk to anybody, especially kids that wouldn't normally be exposed to something like that. You know, a lot of some of my earlier graduates, you know, went on to have scholarships, and you know, they're actually going to be engineers, but the first thing that they did was they had to FedEx their golf clubs back because the people that they were doing their internships with play golf. So, you know, it just helps them get higher self-esteem and more outgoing.
Well, my brother started playing golf and I got kind of interested. He took me out to the driving range and he introduced me to Mr. Robbie and them. I just thought I wanted to join.
I mean, I would have never thought about playing it. I kind of got talked into it, and once I went out and started playing, I loved it.
Maybe one day whenever I start making my own money or whatever, I can come back and give back to the program.
For the Parish Line, I'm Jessica Williamson.
The new junior golf organizers plan to expand the program by going into local churches to find kids that may be interested in playing golf. CGov has a new location for its offices and studios on the 4th floor of the 901 Lakeshore Drive building in downtown Lake Charles. We moved from our old site in the basement of the parish government building late last month due to an old nemesis, a water leak. After dealing with small leaks for months, the situation became unsafe when the leak intensified. You may be asking an obvious question: why is there a basement in the parish government building in South Louisiana? Dick Gremion, our Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness Director, who spent many years with his office in that basement, says the reason harkens back to the 1960s when the structure was built.
At that time, of course, one of the reasons for a basement was for protection against both natural and man-made events. And of course, the man-made event that was the big deal then was nuclear weapons. At that time, our office was the Civil Defense Office, and Civil Defense's goal at that time was to protect people from nuclear attack. That was their primary concern. And the basement of a building, which is very unusual, as you know, in South Louisiana, was a fairly decent place to stay away from at least the effects of the initial effects of the attack. Now, I'm not sure what they plan to do afterwards. If everything else was gone and the basement survived, I'm not sure what what the purpose of it would have been, but that was one of the primary reasons.
When this leak first occurred in January, our parish facilities department broke open a wall in search of the source. In doing so, they found interesting artifacts from the Cold War era inside the walls. These fallout shelter signs that were actually used in the construction of the wall by a creative construction worker. If you are under 40, you may not remember these signs. They were posted at many public buildings from the 1950s through the 1970s.
Well, a fallout shelter was a place that you could seek refuge after a nuclear explosion. There are radioactive particles in the air, and it takes a while for that to settle down into the ground. And the theory was if you could stay in a sheltered environment that had filtered ventilation and things, that you would be able to protect yourself against that nuclear fallout.
Other occupants of the basement over the years have experienced some minor leaks due to the building's proximity to the lakefront.
Yeah, off and on, there's been problems with water leaking. I mean, realistically, you don't see basements in buildings south of Arkansas or Oklahoma. South Louisiana particularly is not a good place to put a basement because of the water table here. And you can stick a stick in the ground here and water will come up. So, and here we are right here on the lake. At the time that building was built, Lakeshore Drive was actually the lake shore, so it was very close to the edge of the lake at that time. So, not sure what their thought process was when they built the building, but obviously probably could have used the space better somewhere else.
The idea of a basement was not completely without merit. Being underground is a safe place to ride out a tornado.
It served a good purpose for wind damage, for example. However, as we've had experience with storm surges and floods, it's not so good against those sort of environments. So had we had a major storm surge, having an EOC in the basement probably would not have been a good idea.
So CGov staff is settling into our new location. If you need to reach us, our phone numbers and emails are still the same. If you need to drop something off or pick something up, please visit us on the 4th floor. While we will miss the basement, having been there since the channel began airing 10 years ago, we all will enjoy something we haven't had for that entire time: windows. I also managed to bring along a new decoration for my office wall, a little souvenir of our time in the fallout shelter. Our facilities management department is working to isolate the cause of the leak, and once it is repaired, they will refurbish the basement. That's it for the Parish Line for the month of May. Thanks for being with us. More details on all of these stories are available on our website, cppj.net.